Hebrew starts in 5 minutes.
It is 9:29 and Hebrew lessons start in 1 minute. But we haven't even like really eaten breakfast yet. I'm not sure what the heck happened, but Cammy and I like just woke up and got out of bed.
Yeah, I don't know why we slept in.
Everyone else slept in too. And I don't think the fact that it's 7 degrees out helps at all. Like with motivation, getting out of bed.
Hey, this, someone needs to use this bread. Here. Are you gonna use it? Oh, you are gonna use it. But I got someone else that uses it. Just put butter on it. That's all into it. I'm about ready to call our kind of health insurance people, but it's not health insurance in the strictest sense. It's called Samaritan Ministries, and as far as I know, it's like a sharing medical expenses. Samaritan Ministries is like the organization that helps members like share their medical expenses. So how it works is that every month we pay for someone's medical bills, like personally pay. We know their name, we know what it's for. In turn, if we have a medical bill, we can submit it, and then if it gets approved, have it paid for. So Samaritan Ministries is like the middleman that like takes care of all of that kind of stuff and make sure everyone's needs are being met. We've had it for what, 2 or 3 years, something like that. We actually, most of our marriage, we haven't had health insurance. We just didn't really want it. We didn't really see the need for it, or that it was worth paying how much you would pay for the like possibility that you might get sick or hurt. And we always just wanted to just pay that stuff like out of pocket. We got Samaritan because under Obamacare you like had to have something, otherwise you got fined something crazy. So we got it. Every month you have to renew your membership, but this time around we're realizing that we don't meet the qualifications to renew our membership. One, you have to have a like recognized church leader sign your membership form. We don't really have that anymore. And then 2, you're supposed to like not smoke at all. I mean, it does say like an occasional cigar or something like that, or for special occasions, but that's not the case for me. Like, anyways, I'm gonna talk to them about that and see like if that's a problem. My guess is it's going to be, at least one of those is gonna be a problem. I'm nervous to call them because I think like, I don't know, like I feel like I might be judged. It's just kind of probably some of my like Christian baggage, upbringing, religious stuff that's like coming out too. I'm even nervous to like be vlogging right now. I don't really actually want to. It actually makes it worse for me. So I'm gonna call them. The other thing is I don't want to talk about the smoking thing. The church thing is a little weird, but the smoking things, I'm kind of hoping that they just say no to the church thing and then I can just skip. Suspense is killing me.
We will call you back as soon as a representative becomes available.
All right, now I gotta keep my phone on me. Yeah, I had some questions about my membership qualifications. We are in between churches and we don't have a church leader to sign our form.
No, it's not a deal breaker. I mean, certainly we want to make sure you get that taken care of at some point, but your membership will still be active. So you're looking for a different church home? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we are not super actively looking for a church.
I guess I don't want to overstep my boundaries as far as saying, well, here's what you could do or suggest something.
That's all right.
I would rather have you speak with one of our pastoral care advocates. But,
Yeah.
Hold on just for a moment, and
Okay.
I'll get you connected with them.
Thank you. I don't know how aggressive I should have been. Maybe I should have said, we're not going to be able to get one in the next, like, year, probably.
Did you know that many aspects of your membership can be managed online? By logging on to your
I
Samaritan
did know that,
dashboard,
actually.
you are able to and much more.
Probably should.
Visit us at members.samaritanministries.org to log in or activate your dashboard.
Ben would have been way more aggressive about this. That's not my style. Sometimes I wish I could be so I could get off the phone quicker. Please answer. Just want to get this over with. I think if I get someone on the phone, I'm going to say, we're not going to be able to get someone to sign it for at least a year. Is that going to be a problem?
Receive a call back to the number you're calling from.
All right.
Press 1.
I'm going to have them call me back
Available.
again. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
You can also email us at membership@samaritanministries.org to get help with your membership.
They called me again, but then the call like failed for some reason.
To a different number, press 2.
You will be called back at 20.
We're planning on going on a hike for like 6 months, and we probably won't be able to for at least that long.
Yeah, so let me get you over to the doctor. Give me 1 second.
Okay. You mean I explained all that to you? Now I have to explain it again to someone else.
As soon as a representative becomes available.
They're gonna call me back. I was calling about churches, kind of, and we don't have a leader to sign, our church leader to sign our membership form, and we're gonna be on a hike.
So during this hike, are you guys doing this with other people?
It's our family. My husband and I have 6 kids, so we're doing it just our family.
Okay, because the easiest thing would be...
You have to be attending a church on Sunday 3 to 4 times a month.
You have to be in fellowship 3 out of 4 weeks out of the month. It doesn't have to be in a Sunday, and it doesn't have to be in church. It could be a Bible study. It could be a small group. It could be a lady.
But I had another question too. I know it says that, you know, smoking occasionally is okay. My husband and I, we smoke cigars. He probably smokes like 1 cigar a week, and I smoke like probably 2 to 4 right now a week.
Yeah, when it comes to tobacco, the only exception is a celebratory cigar.
Okay.
What you're speaking about it sounds a little bit more, how do you say, kind of commonplace. And that would definitely be something that would not qualify for membership.
Okay, well, I think all my questions are answered as of right now.
Well, you're very welcome. Do you mind if I hold you up in prayer before I let you go?
Sure. That's fine.
Yeah, let's put Heavenly Father, we ask this in Jesus' precious and holy name.
Amen. Thank you.
Tammy, thank you for calling today.
Bye.
Bye.
Alright, well, I think we have our answer.
Yeah?
I smoked too much. So we'll pay this last bill, and I have to call by the 15th in order to make sure we don't get another one.
I have to go play racquetball soon. You have a play date. We're going on a date tonight. But I wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about this whole insurance discussion, because it's easy to present in a vlog as if like, oh, this is some haphazard thing, like Cammy smokes, so let's cancel insurance. And make it seem like just some reckless, stupid decision that's like kind of on the whim, when it's really, really not.
I talked about this a little bit already.
I'm just kind of like anticipating at least feelings or a backlash from maybe not our viewers, because I think some of our viewers are quite a bit smarter than this, but I think our culture has this viewpoint that it's very simple. If you don't have insurance, you are reckless, dangerous, lazy, irresponsible, bad parents, bad Americans, bad Christians, something as bold and black and white as that. And we don't believe that really at all. Insurance, to me, I have a number of problems and issues with it. And we have the bare amount of insurance that we legally need, like we have the minimum car insurance. Now, I want to be careful too, because I'm not saying I think it's bad, I think it's evil or anything like that. I just think there's some ways to think through it that we should all be doing together. One is mathematically, okay? Almost always, insurance is a bad bet. Now, I know this gets a little bit more complicated when employers pay for it. We don't pay it out of pocket, so we don't know actually how much it costs. But in general, like the simplest forms, if you go to like the Apple store, or if you go to the Guitar Center and you come to check out, they ask you, do you want to insure this? Now, they have sexier names for their things. It's like called Apple Care or Guaranteed Drop and Spill Protection. But the way it works is they charge you an amount. It's a product they're selling you for peace of mind. And they charge you an amount that they think that they're gonna make money on. Otherwise, they wouldn't be offering this product or service to you. It's not a public service. They don't care about you. They're not trying to help you. They know that if they charge 100 people and 80 of them break their guitars, they're still making money. Mathematically speaking, usually if you take the same amount of money that you would be using to pay for insurance and you put it into savings, you'd be making more money. Okay, so that's just like, I want to get that out of the way. I learned that from my blackjack days. Like, you have to be able to spot a good bet and a bad bet and know what makes either of them. There's like other things we've learned and we've just come to believe also, and that is that I care deeply about my family's safety, but insurance isn't safety. Insurance is a financial decision. If our kids needed certain health care to maintain their health or to be alive, we would sell houses, we would possibly, actually, I don't know, take loans. We would consider those things at that time. But just to prepay for healthcare, especially when a lot of people are in debt, so they're paying for a peace of mind product, which to me is like a luxury item. When they actually owe other people money, that feels like a misprioritization of funds.
And I think a lot of people do that because insurance companies prey on people's fears. And so they actually feel like even though they don't have the money to put towards this health insurance, that they should do it because otherwise, because I think insurance companies, they package it as you're stupid if you don't.
They say, well, what if you get cancer? And mostly for me, it's not about someone dying because like I said, we can like take loans at that time and figure it out, sell houses. But I'm actually gonna feel stupid. Like I'm gonna feel like an idiot because I could have prevented this. Our life is not built around trying to prove to people that we're not an idiot or to prevent the what ifs. To me, those are factors I think we should think about. But I think they're like secondary or tertiary priorities. So I guess that's another thing. Like, I think insurance is great. This is what's kind of weird is like, okay, so we have this thing, right? Or some people could say like, well, why don't you just quit smoking cigars so you can have insurance or start going to church or whatever the thing is. And I think we might still look into various insurance products. Like I said, I'm not completely against it. There's this question of like, at one point, should we be serving insurance or is insurance supposed to serve us? And what if like we really like smoking cigars and we consider it a valuable part of our life that provides a lot of enjoyment, a lot of community, a lot of discussion. And that's kind of a funny example because I know people are not into that as much. We're
well,
from
you
Kentucky.
could say like, I mean, it could be sugar. Like the insurance company could be like, you can't eat sugar if you want to be, and I'd be like, hell no. I'm eating sugar.
I think sugar is worse for you than tobacco.
Well,
so
but I bet a lot of people, that would be the thing, you know, like.
What we're trying to do is to put the insurance category into our optional category. And when that happens, we like to decide what's best for our life first. And then after we decide what's best for our life first, we have all sorts of discussions about optional expenditures and products and things, but not vice versa. We don't base our life off what our insurance people say is like the optimal way to get the best insurance.
It's so distracting.
I know.
Just like, Dad, I don't know if he pooped. Maybe I should have Eden check on him.
If you see insurance, if your number one fear is your children getting sick or dying or not being able to provide them with health care, if your number one fear is your kids dying or not having adequate health care, companies that make a lot of money off you will profit from that. And there will be a lot of things, rational things in your life that will become impossible because we will start to gravitate our life towards preventing our worst fears from happening, which I think it would be tragic if kids died. But our life is not about just preventing our kids to die. It's actually about trying to find God, love Him, and provide the best growth possible. And along the course of that, you know, we'd like to be as safe as we can. But like, it's not a win at the end of our life if we get there and we're like, this is like what Ben's gravestone said. It was like, he was safe. He didn't get in an accident.
But
he had the proper insurance. Those aren't our goals. Those are just like questions we have to ask along the way. Okay, we're not trying to tell you to cancel your insurance, but I do think these questions and ways of thinking through things are good for anyone, regardless of what type of insurance or what you believe about it. So now we need to figure out, are we gonna try and get insurance somewhere else? Which I'd like to know like how much it costs. But we don't use much medical care, so.
So we for sure are canceling, right? And so I kind of wish I just did it on the phone because they saw how ridiculous it was.
Well, are you gonna stop smoking?
It's not bad. I don't think so.
Are you gonna start going to church?
No.